Hello and greetings, fellow StarCrafters. Welcome back to game number 2 between EGPuma, the red Terran right here, and aAaNerchio, the blue Zerg right here. This is PGL Milncraft from ProGamingLeaks.com. This game, I feel like I should mention, these games are from the Intel Extreme Masters tournament in Essen. Very high-profile tournament. The prize structure is like, it's in the tens of thousands of dollars. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it's like 22,000 or something like that. Very good pay. These are very important games. Of course, these players want to, prove their not just prove their worth, but also win the fabulous cash prizes in these tournaments as well. Yeah. So this map is Tal'Darim Altar. Very, very large map, very wide open map out here in the middle. There's a couple of lanes kind of across the middle, and then of course, as I typically mention in my casts, 4 watchtowers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're looking at the mini map, cover basically the entire area, and very easy to. I'm gonna kind of control the tide of the game through those watchtowers. Typically, the most important watchtower is this one. The one in between the 2 players in this instance, because you're able to spot when your opponent's moving out. And actually, this is also a high ground area, so if you have kind of a roach or, I don't know, like siege tank line right here, it becomes very difficult to break for your opponents. Looks like aAaNerchio is going for a hatch first build. That's similar to game 1, in which he just went hatch first. And then actually that sick play where he was able to block the movement from the landing of the Macarax was just amazing. I've never seen that before. I really like that. I know I keep talking about it a lot, but that was really cool. Looks like Puma is not going for a reactor first. He is in fact getting a barracks first, very typical. But he's also not doing a 1-ras fax expand. aAaNerchio is going to spot basically whatever his opponent is doing with that drone scout. So actually, it appears that he enjoys kind of drone scouting. Some Zerg players tend not to drone scout in these sorts of situations. Oh, this map is big, so like even his original Overlord is still not at where his opponent's base would be. It's just getting there now, which shows you like just how big this map is. Looks like Puma is going to SCV scout, very typical for a Terran player, so you don't get like bandling busted or early pooled or anything like that. Plus, it's good to know what build your opponent's Zerg player is doing. And actually, he's transferring 6 drones. That's actually a little bit heavier than normal, I would say. Normally, you see 4 transferred. I'm not quite sure why would you transfer more or less drones in those situations. I've also noticed more players sometimes just they leave the main base saturated and then they just rally all additional workers to the next base, which is, it mines out your main faster, so that's a disadvantage. But on the other hand, it doesn't cause any sort of hiccup in your build times, which happens as well. Looks like there's a little bit of pressure for Puma, so that might have been part of the reason he might have spotted that little bit of pressure coming in. He did know that there was only 1 barrack, so, not the biggest pressure in the world. He's not overreacting at all. He doesn't even have any drones attacking that, but the Marine was able to take out those 2 Zerglings. These Zerglings are going to cause a cancel on this bunker. So that's why he pulled 6 drones. He needed them for defense right there. And so that's part of the reason for that. Looks like the command center is going to be starting, so a relatively fast expansion, followed by reactor Hellions. Not super fast reactor Hellions, but relatively fast. In game 1, we did see blue flame Hellions being quite effective there. And looks like a couple of Zerglings are going to move in, and they're going to be able to spot the expansion, probably take out the Marine as well, and be able to take out the SCV building the command center. Is he going to be able to take him out? Nope, looks like he's not going to be able to, as those Hellions did spawn. And so, look, Puma even sent another worker already, just to make sure he didn't lose too much additional build time on the command center. He did have to pull his SCV for a little while, so that command center is maybe 10 to 15 seconds delayed, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but, it's a significant amount of mining time. It's also less time of energy. And, again, we see the Roach Warren, we see a Roach Warren being placed to be able to block any sort of movement between the 2 areas. Looks like, oh, nice, able to fry a drone right there. The Roach Warren able to stop like Hellions moving it up here along with a Queen. Very effective there. Looks like the Hellions are able to take out those Zerglings that were chasing them. And a lot of drones piled up right there. Those Hellions have a decent amount of kills right now. And actually a couple of more Hellion hits on those drones would be able to be very effective there. But looks like he's going to try to deal with the Zerglings. 2 additional Hellions are coming in. Looks like very nice micro from Puma being able to move in with the second set of Hellions and getting all 4 Hellions into the base. And these Hellions are going to be able to move right up here and deal a lot of damage to these drones. Able to fry additional drone there. And And a couple more drones maybe. So let's take a look at the losses. 5 total drones killed. That's, you know, it's not like super effective for reactor Hellions, but it's not bad certainly. It's certainly, I would say probably fairly even in terms of economy lost versus, you know, that's 400 minerals for Puma that went down the Jurade. You know, that's essentially an expansion's worth of minerals that he had to spend doing that attack. But he killed a decent amount of Zerglings too. Speaking of Zerglings, looks like the Hellions are waiting for those. Zerglings not able to deal any damage there. Puma is, or not Puma, rather, Nerchio is responding to those blue flame Hellions from getting roaches, and 3 more barracks, so it looks like he's going for a typical Marine Hellion at this point. Probably transition into Marine tank once he sees maybe kind of banelings from Nerchio. And looks like we do have 6 Hellions right here, and those forces are going to be moving in here. Not sure. This is a nice little wall off from Nerchio. If he's able to use roaches too to block off the movement and actually to deal damage to the Hellions as they move in. Hellions are going to try to fry roaches, not deal too much damage. They only deal 7 damage a shot. Not the most effective thing in the world. And meanwhile, the Lings are taking out those. And actually, the Hellions have spotted those, and that could have been pretty effective as well. Looks like the Lings are then... Ooh, and the Hellions are going to move in. And if he's not watching... Oh, he is watching. Nice job on Nerchio's part. Losing some Hellions, and that drone's dead. Fried Zerglings right there. Look at the little corpses being flayed. Not to be too morbid, I suppose. We also see Medevac coming out for Puma and Stim finishing, so probably I think we're going to see some a drop there. All Marines, because I don't think he has any Marauders quite yet. Lair on the way for Nerchio. We did see, oh nice, able to take out those building creep tumors. Able to get the last one. Yeah, he is, and didn't even lose a Hellion. Nice job stopping the creep spread there. Oh! He didn't kill the last Zergling and it got a Hellion kill. That's really funny, actually. Puma doing a great job being very mobile. He's actually sending a scouting factory in, so it looks like he's going to be going almost all bio this game. You can tell that because, you know, he's scouting with the factory. Although maybe he's just waiting to get tanks until later. Perfectly possible. It's pretty hard to take out a floating factory. And looks like the drop is coming back. Oh, I think it's because he spotted the roaches coming in, so he wanted to make sure he has enough forces to defend here. Stim is done. He does have 4 Marauders, rather, and a bunker, so I don't think this roach attack is going to be very effective. And did cause a Stim, but there is no Marauder slow. Able to kill 1 Marauder there, a Marine, 2 Marines, but Nerchio ended up losing a lot of forces there. And, yeah, he lost like 4 or 5 roaches. And actually, wow, that scouting factory is very useful. Without, like, Mutalisks, that scouting factory is going to survive for a very long time. I wonder why more Terran players don't do that. And looks like Puma is finding his little time to move out here. He's got the Hellions already in place, and he's got his bio forces, so it's time. And he wants to see if he can do as much damage as possible here. And it will take a couple of those roaches. Nice keeping the Hellions in front to be able to take care of the Zerglings. That's a lot of additional Zerglings moving in, and they've got a nice spread so the Hellions aren't dealing multiple damage. We have more roaches moving in as well. A couple of Stims and dealing a decent amount of damage to the Terran units, but looks like they're just dealing way too much damage to Nerchio's units. Nerchio's actually just going to have to back out there. This is a really powerful force that actually is going to be taken out. And, oh wow, he's killing a lot of drones there. Looks like the drones are being pulled, but I don't know if there's anything. There's Medevac's being killed. And, oh wow, the Beals are being dropped. Puma's saying, get out of this game, I've got you. And it looks like he is actually able to take him out. And, yeah, Nerchio's going to have to GG. So I did actually misstate it. I thought it was a best of 3. But it turns out it was, in fact, a best of 5. So this was game 3 from the best of 5. So I will upload them. In the same order. I thought I had just, it was a best of 3 that I uploaded in the incorrect order. So I apologize for that. Because I believe depending on which round it is, there's a different amount of rounds played depending on like how far in the tournament you are. And I guess I didn't guess which round correctly. So I apologize for that. But great job from Puma, able to 3-0 Nerchio there. Even though Nerchio has a pretty good play, he's got really nice Sim City here. We saw in all 3 games from his Roach Warren and Evolution Chamber placement. Needs to work on his timing a little bit. Each of the games he kind of fell to a really impressive timing attack. And actually, I mean, really, I mean, I almost wanted to say, like, he probably should just go Banelings more willingly. It seems like his Roaches and Zerglings aren't really doing the trick against these early bio pushes, and Puma just kind of realized that his opponent doesn't like to go Banelings and was able to punish him for it, because these Medivacs healing means that the Zerglings just don't deal enough damage fast enough, and without the Banelings there, it just doesn't matter. It just shows you how good Stim is with Medivacs. So great job from Puma, great job from Nerchio. I hope to see more Nerchio in the future. He's got some very creative play, and maybe he'll switch back to random. That's always a fan favorite and also a favorite of mine. So I really hope you enjoyed this best of 5, this 3-0 slice best of 5. And this is PGL Milnencraft signing off.